Hi friends, welcome to the channel Curious Minds. Hi guys, everyone is talking about the malarial drug nowadays, that is chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine. It is a solution, or let us say partial solution for the treatment of the COVID-19. But before jumping directly on COVID-19, we will discuss about the drug. Chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine is the drug used as medicine for the diseases like arthritis, lupus, and malaria. This drug is mainly famous for its use in the treatment of malaria. Malaria is caused by parasite and it is not a virus, it is a protozoa. Here, we are not going to discuss the difference between protozoan and virus, but how these protozoans infect red blood cell. These protozoa have different stages in human body, but one of the stages in which it lives in RBC, that is red blood cells. These parasites lives in RBC and feeds on hemoglobin, which is present in the red blood cells. I will show you a diagram which I already have drawn for you to understand it better. This is red blood cell. The whole red area you see is hemoglobin. This is malarial parasite living inside red blood cell and feeding on hemoglobin. This is called cytostome. Cytostome is like a temporary mouth of the parasite. The parasite creates depression to engulf hemoglobin. This depression then closes from outside and hemoglobin gets trapped inside new vacuole. This vacuole full of hemoglobin then enters the digestive vacuole of the parasite, where it digests its food, which is hemoglobin. Now we will peek inside the digestive vacuole and see how it digests its food, that is hemoglobin. This is parasite and this is the vacuole, that is digestive vacuole of the parasite. Hemoglobin enters inside the parasite and then into digestive vacuole. Hemoglobin then break down into two components. One is heme and the other is peptides. These peptides again divides into amino acids, which is the actual nutrition for the parasite. But there is another part remaining, that is heme. This heme part is very toxic for the parasite, and as it is very easily soluble in the liquid present in the vacuole, it becomes more dangerous for the parasite and can kill it. Therefore, in order to survive, it converts the heme into a complex, and it is called as hemozoin. Hemozoin becomes non-toxic complex and which is harmless for the parasite, and the pathogen continues to survive. When chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine is ingested into parasite, it enters into the digestive vacuole of the parasite. When it enters in the digestive vacuole of the parasite, it gets trapped inside the vacuole. That means once it enters the vacuole, it cannot escape again. And this phenomenon is called as weak base trapping. Chloroquine interferes with the formation of hemozoin complex. Chloroquine itself combines with the heme to form another complex, that is CQ heme complex, and ultimately restricts the hemozoin complex formation. This CQ heme complex is toxic for the parasite as there is no formation of hemozoin. Concentration of heme increases and the toxicity also increases. As a result, the lysis of RBC takes place. Due to increase in toxicity, lysis of red blood cell takes place. Lysis is the breakdown of the cell, and ultimately the pathogen dies along with red blood cell. If you like the video, please hit like, subscribe and share button.